This is the WRA Kingsford National Series. We are here for the first race of the season after the long one-year lockout. We are back to run for the full 15-race season. The Long John Silver's pole award goes to Clarence Newland, and then for the Newland Racing Dell Ford. Definitely, he's one of the many drivers that came over from NRPA over to this series. Him definitely really excited about being able to continue racing after NRPA shut down, and his wife, who's actually starting 5th right behind him. You see green flag now, but Becky Newland, definitely that team very excited to continue racing. Clarence Newland goes out to a great start, but Neek Wilson already goes to the bottom. So the high lane looks to have a great run, do a great job. He's able to clear Neek Wilson and keep the lead for himself, and see Serena Bachero, 2010 champion, who for Fortner Motorsports, but now driving a Speed Energy Wilbur Motorsports Dodge, will try to take second. So Clarence Newland will lead the first lap of the year. Here's Nick Miller in the number 02 car, right now running in 5th, it looks like. He has had terrible testing. He's been three times last place in testing, and 5 times below 30th in all the test races that were ran to make sure these cars were good. He is not having he's actually having a fantastic run right now. I know it's the beginning of the race, but great job in qualifying by Nick Miller. Here is battle for 10th. Here on lap 2, actually. This is Tracy Holloway, the number 79 Coca-Cola Zero Dodge Random Classic Motorsports, and that's her teammate Sonia Hutton, who is right above her. So right now, Random Classic Motorsports having a fantastic start to this race, as both of their cars are right now battling to get into the top 10. You see there's another Random Classic Motorsport engine right behind us, Josh Mack, but all those cars, looks like Random Classic Motorsports is going to be one of the strong teams to beat today. Here's Colin Fletcher. Remember, Colin Fletcher drove in the Cup Series last year, lost his ride, couldn't find another ride, moved down to the KNS, and now he is having, in testing, he's won 2 or 3 races in the Honda. I know he's in the back of the field right now. I think he's in 28th, but Colin Fletcher definitely would be one to watch this year as we get going through the year. I'm sure he will be a championship contender when it all comes down to the finish. Here's Clarence Newland again leading. I think we're on lap 5, but he will continue to lead. Leads actually diminish here a lot. If you have a big lead, but people are battling behind you, you can pull out, continue pulling out, but when they get single file, you better watch out. You will lose the lead very quickly, especially here. This is lap 19, as Jonathan DeVerity, we didn't see him actually he was up there at the start, got around Clarence's wife, and now with help from Nate Woods, here comes DeVerity to try to take the lead, and they're gonna make it 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Nate Woods, Leggy Motorsports. He had 1 test race win, and that was the first win of the season, first win ever testing race after the lockout. Plus, these are new cars from after the lockout. Though Nate Woods, can he pull the first win ever and the first win of the season? It could be possible. And look at there's the Random Classic Motorsport car Dodges. Like we said, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with today. Did I say that right? Force to be reckoned with. So Nate Woods definitely having a strong car today with Leggy Motorsport engines. Becky Newland, like we said, but many NRPA drivers came over to WRA after the NRPA shut down, filed for bankruptcy. It really went downhill for NRPA. Many drivers wanted to continue racing, and one of those drivers was definitely Becky Newland. Becky Newland, who is in her 30s, having a fantastic run today. She's up in the top 5. She was, if you remember watching the NRPA, she was the 2009 champion. Definitely having a fantastic run today. And how about Tyrone Kessner from Weber Motorsports? He has had one of the worst, just very bad first testing races, I guess, with no wins, one top 15. That's his best finish. I think his best finish was 13th at Talladega. Right now, he's having a fantastic run, trying to get into the top 5 with help from Billy Fortner in the 99. Here is a battle for the lead. Here comes Tracy Holloway down low. I think this is on lap 30. Trying to take the lead away from Nate Woods. The APAP Dodges, especially Random Classic Motorsport Dodges, have a fantastic engine package here. It was really on the speed charts. It was Tracy Holloway was up there, and Sonia Hutton. Matt Butler was up in the top 5, and actually Tyrone Kessler was 7th, and Josh Mack was 10th. So many of the Random Classic engines, that whole engine department, all the people who run their engines, having a fantastic run today. Especially look at Tyrone Kessler, who's really getting up there, trying to take away. Trying to get a piece of this action for second place. As you can see, here he is. He's gonna make a 3 wide for second. 3 wide. I mean, this is crazy. The racing this track produces. They had a 3 wide battle for the lead. Now here's a 3 wide battle for second. He's gonna get help from an NRPA driver, Becky Newland, and here comes Billy Fortner. Billy Fortner, who has one testing race win at Talladega, having a great race today, up in the top 5 now. But Tyrone Kessler is going to try to take away second. Can he clear him this time? Like we said, that high lane has been very good here, especially but when you have drafting help, it really helps on the bottom lane. And Eric's got drafting help from Billy Fortner, and look at Clarence Newland getting back up there after he lost the lead a bunch of laps ago. Here's Daniel O'Brien, right now in 12th place, driving the number 37 Snap-on Ford for Naaman Racing. He will lead the first round of cars down to pit stops on lap 55. As you can see here, he's going to take a bunch of drivers with him. Let's see if pitting early is the greatest idea. You never know. You can pit early, you'll gain a lot of speed after the people who hasn't taken tires yet. And here's Tyrone Kessler, which he's now going to leave second place, and so will Jonathan Verdi and Billy Fortner. That's 3rd and 4th. They will lead the second round of cars down to take pits for pit stops. I see Kyle Cartman behind him. Now, this is the strategy. You don't know when to pit. Do you pit first? Are you one of the first to pit, and will you be the faster one, or will you be the last to pit? Here is Tracy Holloway. She will take the 3rd round of cars down to pit stops. She will sacrifice the lead and leave only one driver out in the field, and that's Sonia Hutton, and that's her teammate. They're certainly having strategy there, just in case they need to. See some cars coming down the end. Becky Newland also pitting with them, and Clarence Newland must be a family pitting. Said that right? It was confusing to myself. So here's Sonia Hutton, the lone driver, hasn't pit yet. Let's see if her strategy will pay off. To pit last, she will take round 4, the round of only her, down to pits. As you can see, I think here comes Tyrone Kessler. Right now, there he is. He will try to let's see if he can take the lead after this. And yes, he will keep the lead. As look at that lead over second place. That is Tracy Holloway. Remember, he went in before Holloway. He went in second place. He came out with a big lead in first. So pitting earlier was the greater idea for these drivers. As you can see, we're going to go back here to Tracy Holloway, I believe. Yep, there we go. You see that Kyle Cartman, he pitted second. He pitted with Eric Weber. Tyrone Kessler, I mixed them up because their cars are the exact same. But here, Daniel O'Brien was the first car to pit. He went in 12th position. He came out, now he's in 4th. See, here's Rachel Ryder as we go back to see some of the other drivers. I think she pitted the second time. I don't remember. And Jonathan Verdi. Sonia Hutton, remember, she was the last to pit. She's out in 7th place where she is in. I guess not the greatest strategy to pit the last. I think I would have pit her. If she pitted first, she probably would have had the lead. I'm just saying. So here we are with, I think it's 3 laps ago. Tyrone Kessler, your leader. Kyle Cartman has caught him. There's only 3 laps ago. Tracy Holloway in 3rd. Daniel O'Brien trying to pass her. Now keep in mind, Kyle Cartman, who hasn't been up front all day, though he's got 4 testing wins. He was fantastic. Daniel O'Brien has a win in testing. He's had some great test races too. Tyrone Kessner, best finish of 13th in testing, with only one top. That was his only top 15. Tracy Holloway has a best finish of 8th, or no, 7th. Both of those drivers didn't have very much luck. As we're here, this is the final lap. Tyrone Kessner trying to keep the lead. I don't think Kyle Cartman can catch him. Kyle Cartman has definitely tried to catch him. He wants a win badly, and I know this is the first race of the season. We still got 14 or 15 more races to go. I won't be surprised if I will be surprised if Kyle Cartman doesn't win. Tyrone Kessner will take the first win of the season easily.